Welcome everyone. We have the X-Transbots boost, but this is the Comitoon version, so the comic slash toon version. Interesting release. Prior to this, there was a cartoon version and a toy version. Cartoon version had white legs, more of a bluish center chest head area. The toy version had silver legs, more of a teal, light blue section for the head and chest. This came out, I believe, 2020. It may have been like a re-release of it. 2021, 2023, I don't know. I was trying to keep up and look at the releases and re-releases. The only thing I can say for sure is that this has not been sold often. The toy in the quote unquote cartoon version has been sold and reissued and reissued and reissued. Big Bad Toy Store happens to have a reissue for the cartoon version coming up this month or next month. But in looking at the releases, I didn't even know this came out. Mostly because this guy was not on my radar. I owned it like 12 years ago when it first came out. I had the toy version and always thought that weird light blue color for the head and chest was just very odd. It didn't match up with anything. I think this is X-Transbots' way of fixing that. I don't know, but we're gonna see. So box has this stood up kind of design. This is our look on the side. You will notice that the Master miniseries is metallic on here. They don't always do that on these boxes. Same thing on this side. There's that for anybody who wants to see this. When you look at the back, you'll notice it has this sticker that says teal version. If you're hunting for these, because you can't find this, sold new from any retailer right now, you're gonna have to find them on eBay or someplace like that. If you see somebody and they're selling one and it's got this teal version sticker on the back, that's what this is supposed to be. Also, the way he's depicted on the box should also the tech spec card should also match with this Comitoon version that this is supposed to be. So let's just go ahead and open this guy up. And he's got the typical things. He's got a booklet. He's got the handgun, the separate pistol. He's got a toy face with a white faceplate, which is kind of weird. All right, and this is the vehicle mode. And you can see underneath he's got like a toy kind of color gray, but he's got these black markings like the cartoon. I seen somebody do a good comparison on the TFW 2005 boards that he sometimes has this color in the cartoon. Sometimes he's got the bluer gray with the white legs. And I can tell that the red is painted. So like the original versions, the red is just plastic, and this is kind of a deep red, very darker. In some areas, the panels, the red isn't matching too well, like from here to here to here. The reds are a little bit off, just ever so slightly. But, like going from the red on the translucent parts to the, plastic parts, that was always kind of a thing too. So it does stand out just a teeny bit if you're one of those people who care about that. But it looks really good. It's something about this version. It just kind of seems like it has a more premium feel to it. So I'll get this guy into robot mode and we'll take a look at that and do some comparisons. So here he is in robot mode, and I recently just did a review on his recolor Muro. Check that out because I've got some points about the transformation in there that's relevant to this guy. Another little thing, I had the same problem with Moro. I had the same problem with this mold 12 years ago. Transforming the feet are the hardest part. The hands, once you do it a couple times, you kind of get it. It actually becomes easy, but uh there's a lot of flexing and twisting, and the joints are kind of tight, and every single version of this mold I've gotten, when I'm transforming the foot, and I think it's especially this foot, this little plastic piece pops out, and I think it's glued in, and I think I am pushing it loose, because as you could see, there is a screw behind this. So if that happens to you, I would say, don't worry about it too much. You can just push it back on. Yeah, you could glue it back in. But that is one little pet peeve that I wish, um, it just comes down to like engineering and design. Um, yeah, the feet are probably one of the worst things. It's very clever. It's very um interesting way to do it, but it's probably over engineered and just I don't know. Enough of that. So just as all the previous releases, he gets his in-hand style blaster, and just kind of, you close the fist up, and you're going to put it in this hand. He's got his masterpiece style rifle with the little nubs on the handle. You can put that in any hand, but since this is hand specific, I'm going to put this in the other hand. It doesn't tab in great, so you kind of get it partially in there and just close the hand up and you're good to go. He does have the cartoon, the toy face. It is white for some reason, which does not match the silver face that he comes with. And it comes with an extra back head piece, which you need for compatibility, because the eyes kind of jut out, and so the back of the head is different between the toy and the eyeball version and the mask version. Outside of that, he looks really good. Like the paint, you in robot mode, you can tell even more that this thing is like fully painted. There's some areas that may not be painted, like right here. The color's a little different. And between this joint and the rest of this, so there is some slight color variance, but overall it just has this glossy kind of premium feel to it. The joints are tight. It's really nice. But this thing being called like a comic book toon version, I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know. It would have been interesting if I think it'd be more accurate if instead of this like straight on silver paint, like for the legs and the face, they used a light gray paint like they did not X-Transbots, but like how Takara did for the anime version of the Datsun Autobots. There's other Transformers, even in the main line, like when you get the 86 release of some of these toys, they have that light gray paint that they use. It probably would have been more appropriate. Nevertheless, it still looks good. Now, it still is not a match for the toy. Like the toys, I should say this up front. This is not an original 84 toy. This is one of the remake reissues that was done by Walmart like 5, 6 years ago. But the color's pretty accurate, and you can tell like the chest and head area, the gray is a little bit kind of like has a brownish tint to it. That's the best way I can describe it. This still has kind of a it's gray, but it's kind of pointed toward the blue a little bit. I think this is good. I like it. Yeah, I could nitpick about it, but um, for the most part, I think it's fine. Here he is with Muro, and this is, a more recent update for the mold. And, I would say maybe if you wanted like a real toy version, you'd probably want this head and face. I don't know. The head is not the same color, but this versus, this white mask, like it doesn't match up with anything. Um, it was like this on the toy version too. It came with a white face mask for some reason. All right, so there's those guys. And just for some further comparison, here's some other mini bots. So you got 3 different companies here. You got Takara, X-Transbots, and Fans Toys. And yeah, he stands out a little bit. This is like a 12-year-old figure. He's got these weird screws showing through. Plus, he's got this metallic look on the legs. But, Cliff Jumper comes with a metallic gun for some reason. Who knows why? But, a lot more, like with the legs, a lot more panel lining, greeble type stuff going on with the legs. More modern masterpiece inspired figures are kind of pointing more towards, comic book, which means flatter look, less line structure on limbs. But we'll there's no telling whether we're ever going to get one of these from Takara. Doesn't seem like we're going to get one of these from Fans Toys. So if you're trying to complete your mini bot collection, you kind of need one of these. So I'm good with it. Plus, I feel like if let's say Takara ever comes out with one, this can turn into my toy inspired version. So just something to be aware of and think about. Overall, I would say this is like the version to get, but this is not going to be an easy version to find. Looking at listings on eBay, people generally don't know what this is or know what to describe it. People who probably do know what it is are going to try to sell this for way more than maybe it's worth. So if you see anybody and they are selling a version that says teal version, this is the guy to get. Thanks for watching. As always, tune into more videos coming up. And if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you.